folks, this is Dawn from Create28 and Create with Confidence, and today we're going to start with the Ephemera Library that I'm going to put into, or start with this journal that I had talked about in a previous video. This was a soft, sorry, my dog's whining. This was a soft cover journal that I had started with my sister, and I decided I wanted to do something different with it, and that was to create an idea book. And so I thought I'd take you along the journey with me. And I created just a guide to help me. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the building blocks, the simple tags, envelopes, tickets, pockets, journaling cards, things that you might be familiar with already, but for those people who are new in junk journaling, they might not be familiar with those yet. So I'm going to start with those, and today what I'm going to do are a few pockets, because I needed some pockets before I put anything in the journal, and some journaling cards, and maybe a couple tags, and then we'll work on through. Then we'll go into pockets and tucks, and I've got all different types of pockets that we're going to do, flips and flaps, different types of folds, portfolios and notepads, hidden elements, interactive elements, and miscellaneous. So there are over 50 ephemera ideas in here. It's going to take you from the basics to, wow, this is really cool. So I hope you'll join me, and I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what all we're going to create, because I haven't created everything yet. So it's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. So without further delay, let's go ahead and start. So what did I do with the lace? This lace came from either a tablecloth or curtains. I can't remember which. So I just cut it out. It's 6 by 4. And what I want to do is I want to glue it in to the front and the back as pockets. But before I do that, I didn't like this hem or this top to be naked. So I wanted to put some ribbon on it before I glued it in. So I'll do that, and then while that's drying, we'll do something else. And what I'm going to use to glue it in is this 3-in-1. It's pretty good glue, glues about anything. So let me see, probably be easiest to glue the ribbon. Just had to get it started. Okay, now that I'm making a huge mess, we're just going to put that right on top of that. And let me set it aside someplace. I'll have to move it again in just a minute, but there we go.
happens. Now this is more like how it's supposed to go. Okay. So that glue on the other side might have been, that's not good. Try to erase it. I'm just trying to get this on here even, or somewhat even. I hope I'm still in frame. Let me cut that. Let me clean that, so it doesn't happen again.
Before I close it for a second. And let me clean the scissors. Get this out of the way. Get the ribbon out of the way. Take some water and just clean that off some. Okay, so we've got that over there drying. I'm going to take some index cards. So I've just got some plain old index cards here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some inks. Most of my colored inks are up at the house. So I'm going to take this one, and I've got Spray Rusty Hinge, and this is a Color Wash Sunset Orange, Scattered Straw, Victorian Velvet, and mustard, and a bottle of water. So we're going to use those to put some color on these cards. And I have a brush. Okay, so what we'll do is we will just put some spray out. If you don't have a glass mat, just use, you can use some, this is freezer paper. I was actually going to use it for something else, but I'll just use it for this right now. So that was Rusty Hinge. This is a mustard color. And this is, let's see, this is Scattered Straw. Okay. And go ahead and dilute it with some water. And just take my tool here, rub it in there, and rub it on here. And it puts a nice background on it. Okay, I'll add some more color in a minute. Just set that aside for a second. And do another one. Oops. Make sure that I'm in focus. Okay. Let's add. This is Victorian Velvet. And some Scattered Straw and some water. And I'm just going back over to add some of that Victorian velvet in here. Get that up there. Okay, add some more. And squirt some of that orange. And I'm not going to add water this time. I'm just going to pick it up like it is. It's a little bit stronger there. See, well, that orange was a little bit different, so you can see the difference, but that orange was a little bit different than the other colors. Looks like a sunset. So let's do this green. I'm just going to smash it down here. So if you have ink pads, you can do that. And take the water, spritz it. I'm going to add some of this scattered straw. That one's kind of pretty, isn't it? Let's do some more with the green. And let's try this mustard. And some water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some stamps, as you can imagine, and stamp on these, and then we're going to use them for ephemera. We can use them pockets, journals, make tickets out of them, whatever we want. Okay, let's do one more and get rid of this stuff. I want some more pink in there. Added too much water. It's okay. That out of the way. Do a little smush. And got a pink, so let me get this cleaned up. If you were using the paper, you could just throw that away if you wanted to. That's what I just did. Okay, Now, this is dried on this. So I got a little bit of glue right here that I want to get rid of. So I'm going to take this eraser here and just try to see if I can get it off. I got some of it off, but okay. So now what I want to do is I'm going to glue this in while I wait for it to dry. I'll put the one with the little mistake on it in the back. Okay. I'm just putting some glue along the edges here. Stuff is really tacky. But it does dry pretty fast. So let me set that aside. Let that page dry. And now we've got some pages here, or some index cards with some backgrounds that we can use. And I have plenty of stamps here. So I have these stamps that I've fairly new. I haven't used them yet. They make good tags. So look at those numbers. Aren't those cute? Okay. So let me get out some of these. Okay. The kit does come with a lot of tags and journaling cards and things like that. However, if you don't get the kit, or a kit, and you don't have a lot of different items, now with that, then you'll need to create your own. And so that's what we're going to do right here. Because I'm not going to assume that you've got a kit, I am going to assume that you might have stamps and ink. And index cards are really inexpensive if you go to the Dollar Tree. So let's see. It's not going to fit that way. Will fit this way. Let me come over here. And do her right there. Set that aside. Do another one. And that one stamped better, as I applied better pressure to it. And let me do a third here. Okay. Just slide that over there. Slide that over there. That's over there. Trying to think. I have this postcard here that I like. So let me do that. That'll give us a postcard. Okay. Well, that's good enough. That's not the way I wanted it. So I've got paper here. See where my cat chewed it. That's the Demon Kitty, if any of y'all have seen any of my previous videos. She's the one that likes to get into things. Okay, that's better. Let me just cut that out. Let me put that over there to wash. Put that aside for a second. Let's see what else I've got here. Okay, I've got these. These are tickets. And fun little things. Set that aside. Go back with a smaller one. Nope, you won't fit on that way. Let's put that one right there. Can you fit there? No. Okay. Put you right here. Put you right there. Right there. Put you outside. Put you right there. That fit on that one. Okay, so we got those. And let's see what else we got here. These little stamps. I'm doing a lot of stamp cleaning, aren't I? Okay, a couple more there. I'll just stick with these here. And I think I got this stamp set at Temu. This little one right here with all the different words. And I love it because you can use it for little tickets and put the words in there. Okay. Just set those aside to clean. That's dry, except I did not get that tacked down. Right there. So let me do that before I go further. Back side. Okay, come over here, grab this, and let's just put these on here. You can leave them like this if you want to for the writing. I just like to go ahead and back them onto some cardstock or something.
Really, I promise I'm not usually this messy. Move that bit there. And okay, let's set that aside. Oh, I hate when I get glue and stuff on my hands. It gets off other stuff. See if I can get some of that off my fingers. Okay. That on there. Got you. What else have I got? Is that it? No, I got that London thing, don't I? Okay, here it is. I need a little something, something right there. Just a little. Maybe something round and small. Ink it. Ink it. Okay.
Got that done. That aside. Come back to this. Okay, that's dry. So let's do this pocket now. Same way. Those corners. And get the bottom here. Trying to wipe my hands a little bit so I don't get dirt on there so much. Set that aside to dry. Now these are probably dried and we can go ahead and cut them out.
Corner wanting to pop up on me. Let's just get that tacked down. And I'll probably take this to the trimmer and trim it so that it's nice and even. Get that little tag. Guy out.
So it's kind of straightened up a little bit. So we've got day one, and we have our pockets put in here and here. So we've got to start on our pockets. We made, out of those index cards, we've got 2 tags started, a couple tickets here, these little tickets here for London, these tickets here that I've punched out, these 2 tickets. We've got a journaling card here, a journaling card here. We've got some little inspirational tickets. Just going to trim that off. And I kind of like to go around with a pen sometimes and just draw in some lines. Like that. Or if I can make them straight, which I have a real difficulty making straight lines. I can do that. Yeah, straight is not a requirement. Perfect is not a requirement. Okay, like that. And then we've got this postcard here that still needs a little color. So I'm just going to do that real fast, just like we did with the others. I'm just going to add some yellow and green. And some water. And just give it some color. And then go in with some pink. Just make it like that. Okay. And then clean up my mess with some water. So that's our start. And I just round it. I can't away. They don't have to be too rounded, just somewhat rounded. I'll go ahead and add the pockets, some pockets that belong with the kit. That one just died on me. And then And then in our next video, we'll work on decorating some tags, putting some pockets in some tags, and decorating some pockets, and some more basic ephemera. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you later. This is going to be part of a large series called the Ephemera Library, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.